All right, friends, the feature movie of today is on I Am Longevity. Yes, man, it's T Bro, and I'm back with the exercise. I don't know what I call him, man. The gym. No, he's not even a lifting guy. He's like the exercise influencing slave himself. I Am Longevity. He's an exercise slave. Anyways, so I Am Longevity. We're gonna react to his video. I Am Longevity says you're losing motor units. Here's why. That's killing your longevity. It's not killing your longevity. That's not what's doing it, but okay, whatever.
Hi, everyone. Just brainstorming about longevity.
He's just like the Brian Johnson, like, I'm going to make you live forever doing these things. And everything Brian Johnson does is for shortgevity. It actually shortens your lifespan. And science corroborates all the things that he does, shortens your lifespan. Now, this guy, he says that you need to increase your metabolic rate and breathing. You need to jump around like a clown all over fields and everything, and you're going to live longer, and you're going to look younger and all that. But look at him. He looks like he's 100 at 60, bro. Come on. You understand me? Because increasing metabolic rate shortens your lifespan. And it ages the fuck out of you.
Take it to the future. These longevity biohackers. I am 90 years old. I just took a biological age test. And guess what? I'm 30 years younger biologically. All my biomarkers tell me I am in perfect health. I am at 60 years old biologically. True diagnostics test. I just paid $400 for it.
Yeah, but they were 90 when they did that test. How old are you? 60? And your biological age says you're 100, dude. Get it? Just looking at you.
That test is the real deal. It does a lot.
Man, you look like the walking mummy, bro. Come on.
Lie to me. 90 years old.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the same you are sitting on a chair and you can barely walk. You can barely walk. And if you do walk, you're walking like a turtle. You might be able to, maybe you do one pull-up, maybe 5 push-ups, maybe, right? You'll be frail because all your motor units are bye-bye.
Nah. If you're eating artificial foods, that's the cause of the majority of people why they're messed up, okay? That is a major cause because you're eating food that is artificial to human, especially energy foods. They fuck you majorly. Any of these energy foods, they screw you up, bro. But anyways, the point is, he's lying to you because if you were on your natural diet, that's why people they go back to eating their natural diet, meat, animal products, and they say, "Wow, it's incredible! What a change! You just feel more energy, you feel better, you feel stronger, a bunch of stuff." But these high energy slave food diets, like him, what he eats, ages the shit out of you and jumping around to feel like a yo-yo and injecting TRT. These things all contribute to short lifespan and ages the shit out of you. Look, I'll bring it up, man. You know his channel, man. I Am Longevity, right? You see him here jumping around. He looks really skinny. He looks wasted. He looks scary. This is his channel here. I Am Longevity. He's completely wasted. I love this. The 60 is the new 30. And now he's telling you about a 90-year-old saying he's 60. So come on, man. Anyway. So this is from AI. I took this up. I even did this on like Blah's channel. I did one of these. So when you talk about metabolic rate and shortening lifespan, the rate of living theory suggests that a faster metabolism may shorten lifespan. So the more you increase your metabolism, the shorter your lifespan. Like him, what he's doing, jumping around all over the fucking place. But this relationship is complex and not fully understood. Yeah, we know that in science. They mention that all the time. The rate of living theory states that organisms with faster metabolisms age faster and die younger. This theory was first proposed by Max Rubner in 1808. The theory is based on the observation that smaller animals have faster metabolisms. Yes, but you as a bigger animal, if you increase that metabolism, you will die and age faster. So higher metabolisms and shortest lifespans than larger animals. Yes, that we know that for a fact. The rodents, they die young. They have fast, they have fast metabolic rates, and so they die. They die younger. Yes, a higher metabolic rate is associated with you die younger. Get it, bro? Yeah. Anyway, so however, some studies have cast doubt on the rate of living theory. For example, mice that expanded more energy over their lifetime through exercise had the same lifespan as those that did not exercise. Yeah, because here's the thing. With exercise, you're doing something unusual. You're activating certain things in your body artificially. So you're like, well, I wanna try to live longer artificially by doing these crazy exercises, forcing my body to keep me alive. You understand me? Artificially by doing these crazy exercises. But in fact, in the end, it'll shorten your lifespan. See what I mean? It will shorten your lifespan. But in fact, you can live longer, you live longer if you slow down your metabolism and your metabolic rate. See what I mean? If you slow it down, you live a lot longer, providing you don't eat these crazy energy foods. All right. The free radical theory suggests that oxidative stress from metabolism is toxic and damages body systems. Yeah. Okay, restricting energy, this is it. Restricting energy intake and reducing metabolic rate can slow aging and extend longevity. So when you reduce your slave food diet, energy slave food diet, that's for the slaves to keep them working really hard, then you'll extend your longevity. So animal products, they're not energy intake, they're not energy foods. Anyways, so people with higher resting metabolic rates have more lean muscle and lower body fat percentage. See? People with, well, look, people with a higher resting metabolic, or sorry, people with higher resting metabolic rates have more lean muscle and a lower body fat. Okay, percentage, which may decrease the risk of heart disease, heart attack, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Okay, whatever. Yeah, higher resting metabolic rate. You understand what that means? Higher resting metabolic rates. You want a low metabolic rate so you don't age and die. And this guy, he does everything the opposite. He's like Brian Johnson, could fucking die. Increasing metabolism, metabolic rate so you could die faster and look old like him. 100 years old, get it?
Aye, but the true diagnosis age test. I forgot to tell you that part. It's telling you you're 60 years old.
Yeah, but they forgot to tell you high metabolic rate is associated with fucking shortevity. Get it?
But yet, you're sitting on a bed, you're laying on a bed, and now you wake up and you're all frail. Duh. And where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going with those biomarkers?
Where do you think you're going?
Where do you think you're going? The motor units in your diaphragm, I made a video on it. You can't breathe as good.
What about these motor units? They're not going anywhere. They live in your muscles. Get it? And then they're recruited. They have to be shared when you recruit them by lifting something. That's about it. They're not going anywhere. What are you talking about? You're going to die with those motor units. They're going to still be there when you're dead.
What is your biomarkers going to do for you? Honestly, what is your cholesterol level or your sugar level? What's it going to do for your breathing?
Man, if you keep doing what he's doing and take all those stupid supplements that he promotes, those crazy supplements, and eating that sludge that he creates in his, I don't know, in his kitchen there, that crazy weird food, you're going to end up looking like him and dying early.
Muscles. Is it going to help them? No. And remember, once motor units are gone.
Yeah, once motor units are gone, you're going to be gone too. Listen, all those crazy people that wrote all those books like Paula Quinn and everybody, they all died young. They all died from like heart attacks or some weird shit. One clot, just one clot. Listen, if you just get one, if you have a high impact of stress or something happens to you and your stress goes through the roof, one clot is enough to kill you. You could die.
They're gone forever. They cannot be replaced or replicated. They're not like your cells.
They once they're gone, they can't be replaced or whatever. They're not going to be gone. They're not going anywhere. They live in your muscle. You could recruit them, but they have to be shared. They have to move across all the other muscle fibers because they're shared, but they don't go anywhere. This guy's crazy. It's based on the nervous system, man.
Where they divide, and new ones appear. Once the motor units dies,
I don't know about new ones appearing. Science doesn't say anything about new ones. It says they're shared across these muscle fibers. That's about it. They live there. They're always there.
bye-bye. So here it is. All you biohackers, for example, Mr. Dave Asprey, I am going to lift to 180.
What is a motor unit? What is a motor unit used for? Okay, so when you start moving things around, you're shopping or whatever. These motor units, they're recruited. Your muscles recruit them to offset a lot of that stress that is placed on your body. It's to offset the stress. Could you imagine if it didn't recruit these motor units and you were moving things around and you got all this stress? Bro, buddy, you would be in pain. You'd be screaming all the time.
I do this, I take this, and I take that. I don't eat oatmeal because oatmeal is for poor people, etc.
Yeah, oatmeal is extremely bad for humans. It prevents muscles from building and a bunch of stuff. Why would you take something that does the opposite of what you're trying to accomplish? Getting stronger, getting bigger, getting healthier, and living longer, and building muscle and all this kind of stuff. Why would you eat oats? That does the opposite of those things. It destroys you.
etc. Well,
It's for slaves. It's energy. It's slave food diet. Because they were starving, so they ate these oats and they threw it in their stomach to stop the pain in their stomach. What did fucking dinosaurs do when they couldn't eat anything? Well, when they uncovered these dinosaurs, they found that they ate rocks. Because there was nothing to eat, they curved the pain by eating rocks because their stomachs hurt so much.
sir, what are you going to do when you're 120 years old and you have no motor units left in your stomach, in the diaphragm? How are you going to breathe?
Motor units in your stomach? What are you talking about?
What shot are you going to take that's going to make you breathe? Think about that. Not just you, Mr. Asprey, all these biohackers. You're delusional. Cold showers, rapamycin, I don't care what you take. Whatever, all that stuff, autophagy, etc., etc. What are you going to do when your body runs out of motor units? And they will, because you're in denial. You're slowing down as
They won't run out of motor units. You'll run out of satellite cells before you ever run out of motor units. You understand me? You don't run out of motor units. They're shared when you actually move something. They're recruited when you move something. They're always there. But you're losing satellite cells. That's the worst.
you age.
Oh, and you're losing satellite cells and you're increasing senescence. You want to get rid of these senescent cells. That's what you want to do. But look at him. He's accumulated a senescence. That's what he's done.
Stop being in denial. You look at yourself in the mirror. You can't run like you used to. You can't even walk as fast as you used to. You're not as strong and as quick as you used to. Ask yourself, why is that? And
Because your mitochondria is damaged. You've damaged it eating these artificial energy foods. Because mitochondria run better off animal products. They don't run good off of sugar and shit, glycation and all this crap. Eating all these carbohydrates, the slave food diet, that's what happens.
what do you think is going to happen every year? It's going to keep getting worse. And why do you think this happens? Because you're losing the motor units. And eventually, if
No,
you
that's not why. That's not why. You're accumulating more DNA damage and senescent cells. That's why. And they're not functioning properly. That's why.
live long enough, by 100, 110, you run out of motor units. You run out of motor units.
No, you don't. You don't run out of motor units. That's stupid. You run out of satellite cells and muscle. You can run out of satellite cells and a bunch of other things. You're not running out of motor units. He's full of shit, man.
You can't breathe. You can't do nothing. You can barely move. So all these 150-year-olds, they praise them. God bless them. But look at them. I'm being honest with you. They don't make it past 120. Once.
I like this. They don't make it past 120. But meanwhile, this guy says he's 60 years old, right? He hasn't even gotten there yet. Has he passed 120 years of age doing all that crazy jumping and eating sludge? I am longevity. Where's his proof? He has to prove that he's lived beyond 120. Well, then again, he looks like he's 120, but he hasn't proved it yet. You understand me? He's just like Brian Johnson. They haven't proved anything that they say, so they're fake. This channel, him, and everything, his longevity is fake. There's no proof.
Supposedly made it past 122. Well, you run out of motor units.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my point.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Mitochondria, telomeres, blah, 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 gene therapy, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You can do all that. You can fix all this. Stem cells, you can fix all.
You can fix all that. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. Oh, shit. That was an accident.
From the #1 rated brand in cord.
Sorry about that. Sorry, I got blocked out there.
I'm being honest with you. They don't make it past 120. One supposedly made it past 122.
Yeah, okay.
You run out of motor units.
Yeah?
Okay, this is my point.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Mitochondria, telomeres, blah, 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 gene therapy, all that stuff. You could do all that. You could fix all this. Stem cells, you could fix all this. It will not bring back motor units, ladies and gentlemen. Once they're gone for good. I don't want to keep blabbing on. All I'm saying...
I didn't see one person that was dysfunctional. They died because they were dysfunctional. Not one person died because if you didn't have any motor units, you wouldn't be able to move around. You'd be an invalid. So even the person that died at 120 years, they didn't die because they didn't have motor units. They died with motor units. You understand me? They died because of the accumulation of senescent cells. That's why they died. The last cell wasn't able to replicate. See what I mean? So the focus is not on, I got to get these motor units and how do I get them? By jumping or by activating them constantly? So activating doesn't mean accumulating. Remember, you can't replicate more. It says in science, you cannot replicate these motor units. You're not going to get more motor units. But you can get more muscle fibers. You understand me? More of these satellite cells to create more muscle fibers, cell stuff. And so these motor units have somewhere to proliferate, somewhere to go. But if you start losing muscle fibers, getting older, whatever it is you're doing there, then of course these will be lost, some of it, but not all. You won't be dysfunctional. He's lying to you.
Is by 2050 there will be 2.2 billion people over the age of 60, and probably none of them will even know what the heck motor units are. Fast motor units. They'll just keep aging like the ordinary people. They'll be in pain. This diminishes the exercise capacity even further, which in turn
diminishes their exercise capacity. They don't want to exercise though. You mean, will it diminish their movements? No, because I know people that do not exercise. I know a woman right now in her 90s, okay? She was a teacher in my area. She's in her 90s. She's always reduced her stress and a bunch of stuff. She functions quite well. She doesn't do any exercise. She can walk, she can cook, she can move around like a normal person. See what I mean? And she does zero exercise. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. And she's long-lived because already she's in her 90s. And who knows how much longer she could live. She has a very reduced stress. She has a very non-stressful lifestyle. I've known her since I was a child in my neighborhood. And even then when I was a child, she was old. And now she's even older because she's like in her 90s, in her late 90s. So there you go. Will she live to 120? I don't know. Maybe she'll live to 120, maybe 30, maybe 40. I don't know. It depends. Depends on what you're doing. But I do know she tends to eat some of the slave food diet, which is not good because that shortens lifespan. Eating arsenic, these energy foods with arsenic, and they're definitely going to shorten your lifespan, bro.
Makes you lose more motor units, and the chain reaction begins. The off the cliff will always be there at the age of 75. Remember that. I don't care what medication they find. I don't care what gene therapy they find. Why? Because motor units cannot be stopped.
That's a lie. They did find something about lengthening telomeres. They gave it to these animals, these dogs, and their cancer and everything went away. Why? When they lengthened the telomeres, well, what did that do? That brought back the stem cells. The stem cells were able to do a bunch of stuff. So we know that telomere and stem cell, there's a correlation between the amount of stem cells and the lengthening in the telomeres. There's a correlation there. You understand me? For reducing, getting rid of all these things, they'll go away because they have abilities to remove these things. But when there's not a lot of them in your system, well, then they're not really working optimally, are they?
Can be slowed with powerful exercises, plyometrics, reflex work, box jumps, sprints. You don't have to be as fast as a pro. Just do what you can. Look.
No. Science tells you, it says PubMed, satellite cell, use it or lose it. Once you lose it, it's gone. If it stays in a quiescent state, it doesn't come out when you don't damage your muscle. In other words, you don't do things that you're getting some adaptations to, these damages in your muscle fibers. If they stay quiescent too long, you got increased cellular senescence. Cellular senescence and myogenic decline. That's what happens. You get a myogenic decline. You want to try to expand the satellite cell pool. You understand me? And remove senescence. What will remove senescence is really simple. If there's a damage event in your body, there's these microscopic damages, an event where you've got these damages in your body, an adaptation, then when a microphage is activated, when it's circulating in your system, it's going to start to remove those senescent cells. Yeah, not only is it going to remove the dead cells from the microscopic injuries, but it's going to remove these senescent cells. So the more times you go through these regenerative bouts of damages, when that T cell is activated, he's going to remove these senescent cells for you. See what I mean? So you really want to do more bouts of injuries every so often so you can get the activation to come out and remove it and then increase the satellite cell pool. So you could wear off myogenic decline. What he's proposing is totally the opposite. He wants you to increase your metabolic rate, metabolism, so you could die younger. Get it? He keeps talking about motor units. They have nothing to do with aging or senescent cells or fucking myogenic decline, these motor units. What they do is they function with the nervous system. They help you if your body alleviates stress, if you're lifting or moving things around.
I'm not going to keep going on. I wish you ladies and gentlemen the best. I am going to prove this with scientists.
Yeah.
First of all, they can't disprove what I say. No one can.
I can. I can disprove it with real science. You're full of shit.
What I am talking about is not a theory. The hallmarks of aging are theories.
You can't create more motor units. You can't replicate new motor units. He says you're going to replicate new motor units. You can't.
The 12 hallmarks, they are big.
You can't replicate more motor units. That's a lie. He's lying. Can the human... No, you cannot create entirely new motor units in a significant way once you are fully developed. The number of motor units in a muscle is largely determined by genetics and does not readily increase throughout life. There you go. but you can improve your ability to recruit and effectively utilize existing motor units through strength training, which can lead to increased muscle strength and performance by maximizing the nervous system signal to activate more muscle fibers within each. Listen to what they say. To activate more muscle fibers within each motor unit. Get it, man? They talk about this stuff. Recruitment, strength, impact, neural adaptations. So he's a liar. He says that you're going to create new ones. That's what he said in this video. You're not going to create any new ones.
Theories, not facts. What I'm telling you is factual. And you are experiencing it because you're getting slower. Loss of motor units.
There is no loss of motor units. He's lying. You're born with these motor units and you die with them, just like your fat cells. You're born with a certain amount of fat cells. You understand me? And you will die with those fat cells. He's lying.
Are a fact. That's why you lose power and speed. Anyway, what I'm talking about is a fact. Everything else, everyone is...
No, what you lose as you get older are these stem cells. They are reduced with age. They start going away. That's why your telomeres shorten. They shorten because on the basis of the loss of the fucking stem cells. So if your telomeres were to increase, that means the stem cells increase. You understand me? That's what happens. Yeah. So if you expand the satellite cell pool, if you get more stem cells, then the telomeres, they have to automatically expand. They have to get longer. You understand me? Vice versa. If one it gets longer, the other one must accumulate. If the other one accumulates, the other one must get longer.
Talking about is theory. None of them match the loss of motor units. My next video, I am going to break it down for you thoroughly, and I'm going to prove it to you step by step. I'm going to match it to all the hallmarks of aging, and I am going to prove to you that the loss of motor units is the primary cause of aging.
You do not lose motor units. He's a liar. You do not lose them. You can recruit them, but you do not lose them. They're always there. You can only recruit them. Christ, man. Do I have to go back to this again? He's so full of shit. Listen to what they say. No, you cannot create entirely new motor units in a significant way once you are fully developed. You understand me? As a human, the number of motor units in a muscle is largely determined by what? Genetics, and does not readily increase throughout life. It does not readily increase throughout life. You understand me? So that means you don't lose them. But you can improve your ability to recruit them. You can recruit them. They will always be there. You're not going to lose them. You understand me? But you can recruit them only. You never lose them. They're always there. He's a liar. He's a liar.
I'm going to break it down for you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with me so far. See you very, very soon. Maybe tomorrow or the next day, I'll be posting the video. The hallmark of aging versus motor unit loss.
There is no motor unit loss. You can recruit them. He's full of shit. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends. This is ridiculous. If you lose muscle, maybe if you lose all your muscles, you lose these motor units. That's about it. But I think he's losing his mind. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.